This is ArchBoon. We are playing some Dungeons and Dragons: The Lost Mines of Phandelver.
We're all nerds, yes, if you're curious.
But and I will now turn it over to our maestro DM. Go
Thank you
ahead.
very much. So before we begin, I'm going to introduce the viewers to our players tonight. On the left, played by Shane, we have the barbarian Goliath known as Nala.
Say hello, Nala.
Hello. Hello, me Nala.
Nala is currently the reason why we are in Neverwinter. One of his dwarven buddies has asked for some help, and Nala has asked the party to be nice guys and help everybody out.
Yep.
In the center, we have a Warforged monk known as Zen, who is played by our friend Sky.
The Almighty.
Mm-hmm. And finally, on the far right, we have the vampire rogue known as Hale, who is played by our dear friend Scott.
Oh, hello, everyone.
Mm-hmm. So, to recap while the players deal with their level up situations, the players Ford Coast, where they were tasked to figure out what in the hell happened to Dwarf and the buddy that he brought along with him. They killed some goblins and a bugbear and rescued the human that was traveling along with Nala's dwarven friend. And now they are heading back to town to regain their strength, rest, and to figure out what the hell is happening in the town of Phandalin.
And for the record, there is a fourth guy, but he's not here at the moment.
Actually, we don't have a fourth guy anymore.
Oh, did he actually quit?
Yeah, we had a friend, for the viewers, we did have a friend who was playing with us. He was overseas, but because of the time difference, he was only making it twice a week, every 2 weeks. And eventually he spoke to me and he was like, this is just not working out. And he's going to try to start his own D&D campaign in his home country.
Well, the
Like in
country's where
person?
he's at.
Mm-hmm.
Like in person?
Yep.
I don't know if... Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were going to me or Scott.
To both.
Me a doggy.
Oh, God.
All right. So, you guys, let me read this flavor text to you.
I love flavor.
When you arrive in Phandalin. The rutted track emerges from a wooded hill. You catch your first glimpse of Phandalin. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations. More ruins, stone walls covered with ivies and briars, surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger past.
So
The
there used to be more, and now it's kind of eroded down to here.
Yes. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs toward a ruined manor house on a hillside at the east side of town. As you approach, you see children playing on the town green and townsfolk tending to chores or running errands at shops. Many people look up at you as you approach, but all return to their business as you go by.
Now, so the viewers know, me and the guy that's no longer playing have been here before.
Mm-hmm.
We went up to Barson's Provisions and everything. Oh yeah, by the way, I also hand both of my both Nala and Zen a pouch containing 10 gold coins each.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say we need to stop by the Lion Shield Coster and return these goods that we found.
Oh, by the
And-
way, and everyone who doesn't know this, Nala, aka Shane, he's the lovable idiot of the group. At least that's what he acts like. He's actually smart in person.
It's kind of scary, but yeah.
As Hale is passing out the gold pieces to his buddies and is explaining what he encountered while he was here before, Sildar Hallwinter, the man that you found in the goblin hideout, says, "My friends, let us secure lodgings."
We will after we turn this stuff into the coster.
He nods and he says, "Very well. I'll meet you at the Stonehill Inn, but don't dally. Nightfall will be here soon."
I won't
We must
dilly
rest.
either.
I tell him we'll be there soon. Just we'll be on our way. We'll meet you there.
All right. So, what do you guys decide to do?
I want to stop by the. This place doesn't have a smithery, does it?
Yeah,
Can't.
it does. It
You have a
says
smithy?
Smithy right there.
Oh, I see it now. I see it. Yeah, I was looking for it, but it's like not pointing out to me.
But yeah, I go into the Lion Shield coster.
Okay. Let me open that up.
I'll let Scott do his thing first.
Alrighty. Hanging above the front door of this modest training post is a sign shaped like a wooden shield with a blue line painted on it.
Well, doesn't that look familiar?
Mm-hmm. Alright, so what do you do?
I knock on the door.
Alright. The door swings open, and a human woman about the age of 35 kind of swings open the door, and she looks at you and she says, "We're about to close, sir. What do you need?"
First off, good day. Hello.
Don't
found
you just got a
some-
raspy ass voice?
She smokes a 12-pack each day.
Yeah, she smells. She's from Brooklyn. But no. I found some of your guys' supplies along the way here, and I kind of point over to the wagon.
And you see her go, "Oh, thank you so much. We were raided. Oh, you have no idea how grateful we are." She leads you in.
Okay.
And she kind of goes around the counter, and she hands you 50 gold pieces.
That's pretty grateful.
Stay open. Yeah. She says, "I'll stay open late for you if anybody else in your party needs some weapons or supplies."
What do you got? You've piqued my interest
for-
now.
For that, check the armor and shields and weapons section in Chapter 5 of the Player's Handbook.
Oh,
Do you
so the actual stuff from the PHB in there?
Yeah.
Do you
Okay,
sell
give me 1
sacks?
second. Chapter 5, you said?
Yeah.
Me ask lady, do you sell sack?
And
You'll have to check your
you said armors, weapons, and shields?
armors and shields and weapons in Chapter 5 of the Player's Dungeons and Dragons Handbook.
Alright. I'm looking at something really quick.
She kind of points to like some normal looking like grain sacks, and she says, "That's all."
Will the dog?
Oh wait,
fit
there actually
in
is a
one of
sack. It's 1 copper.
those? Would a dog fit in one of those sacks though?
It is a medium size.
All right, I'll buy one.
It would
How
be
much
the
you want?
equivalent. Like it's a wolf that you have right now.
Yeah, I'll try to stuff
So
it in
can a
there.
wolf
I'll make it fit.
both an animal handling check and a strength check?
Because no dog likes to be put in a fucking tiny area.
It's not a dog. It's a wolf.
A wolf is still technically classified in the dog family. It's a canine.
It's a canine. It's not a dog. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you said a
That's
strength
like saying
check
a shark and a
a
goldfish are the same thing.
Because it's a fish.
Yeah.
a strength check. Well,
Check.
that's fucked.
What did you roll?
A 4.
Is that a nat 1? That's
Yeah,
a
it's a
nat 1! Oh
So
no!
Nala, you've been messing with this wolf for a long time, and despite your hours-long wrestling match dealing with this thing, it finally slips your grip
Inside
and
of
just
a,
goes
inside of a
skirting
place.
right outside and just bolts it.
I mean, you can try and chase it down if you want.
I
Probably too
kind
fast.
of say I need 4 daggers, a whip,
Okay. Mhm.
and a hand crossbow. No hand crossbow. No. A net.
Okay, you can deduct that all from your
Yep, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 gold.
Do you sell
Wait, how's that 11 gold?
bag of holdings?
Each dagger's 2 gold. The whip's 2 gold, and the
Oh, I thought I was
That's
looking
at
at
1
the
gold?
no, I was looking at the hand crossbow. I thought you were getting that still.
hang on. Grey Wind shakes her head. She says, "That's a magical item. I don't usually deal in those kinds of things."
Well, you're a piece of shit for not doing that.
the lovable idiot, everyone.
She squints at you, and she says, "I'm not selling you anything."
I do apologize about him. He's not all
She-
there.
She immediately takes back her sack and keeps the amount. That'd be hilarious. Anyways, continue.
You gonna buy anything?
Me?
Yep.
Oh, I'm not with them. Remember, I'm off at the smithy.
Okay. These guys have dealt with their thing.
Who the fuck is Daniel?
Don't worry about it.
The guy that constantly pissed you off.
Don't worry about it. Right now.
Let me look up. If it
Oh,
says
he's
anything.
messaging me.
Let's see. Here's the end. Provision.
Somewhere where we are recording. Don't worry about us right now.
The only thing I can really say about the smithy, because it's not really giving me information on it, is that it's just a normal, good old-fashioned smithy.
Hey,
He looks like he just repairs, like, broken axles and everything like that. Nothing too special.
hey Shane, or Nala, what weapon are you using right now?
A Warhammer.
You want me to buy you a greatsword?
No, I mean like Warhammer.
Okay, I was
does
just saying because it does 2d6 and not 1d8.
Does he,
I'm using it as a
D10?
D10, yeah.
That's still 2 more.
I don't care.
does he, like, find any interest in me since I am a warforged? And my race is not really that common.
You're just a love bot.
He looks you up and down, and he's like, "Oh, that's different." And then he just kind
Don't
of just
hate
goes
me
back to what he's
because I am
doing.
beautiful.
I ask him if he could assist me in something.
He says, "Oh, okay. Well, what do you need?"
What's going on?
I want to ask him how much would it cost to have a type of brass knuckles type S thing, like just a little bit of like spikes on my hands would cost that I could like pull in and pull out.
Oh man.
He gestured.
He gestured what?
He wants to see your hands. Like he wants to actually look at them.
All right, I let him see my hand. He's not gonna like rip it off, is he?
Yep.
He says, "Well, I wouldn't know anything about installing them into you, but I can make you a pair if you want."
Is it like a separate thing in total, or is like
Yeah, you'll be able to slip them on and off like a normal pair of brass knuckles. Or out of.
I tell him that it's okay, and then I'm gonna ask him if he could make me a metal staff instead of like this wooden one that I have.
He says, say, if you come tomorrow at about noon.
All I heard was if you.
So
come
he'll
back.
have your staff ready for you.
Continue. He'll have my staff ready
By noon
Tomorrow. Yeah,
Okay.
by noon tomorrow.
I want to head back to Barthen's Provisions and return the animals.
Okay.
Why you gotta say animal, man?
I kind of like just
Well-
kick open the door and like toss him the keys. No, no. I just kind of be like, "Hey, your things are back. Thanks for letting me borrow them again."
Barthen is like, oh, thanks.
No
You got a
problem.
doctor. You got a doctor around here. My balls feel like they're on fire. They got bumps on them. They got bumps on them.
I'm gonna bow to the
Oh
smith
gosh.
inn.
Oh gosh.
Say thank you for your time. I'll be back tomorrow.
I
And then
head
I
to
leave.
the Stonehill. Do you want to make that smaller, there, Chris?
I don't really. It's not gonna like.
All right. I am heading to Stonehill.
Stonehill Inn.
It's still gonna be like a square. So I'd rather just have everybody say like we're going here.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know. So it's around sunset now. So what do you guys want to do? It looks like it looks like mostly the shops are kind of closing up and everybody's heading back to their places, or they're going to the inn for a couple of drinks.
I guess I'll go to the inn.
Do any of them like look at me? Like, do I get any glares? I'll roll a perception if you want.
They kind of do what they did when they when you guys first entered into town. They're like, "Oh, adventurers," and they kind of look at you for a little bit longer, like, "Wow, that's something I've never seen before," and then they just go about their merry way.
The world's
He's
such
a-
a strange place.
He's that new age sex butt.
I am the love bot.
You guys done?
Yeah. No,
Alright,
but yes.
All right, then I'm going to go to the Stonehill Inn.
Let me open that up. Let me open that up.
Exposition.
Alrighty. So, the Stonehill Inn is a modest-looking little place. It has 6 rooms for rent. Well, 5 because Sildar has taken one. And it is ran by a short, young human by the name of Toblin Stonehill. He welcomes you all in with open arms, even our Goliath and our Warforged. He does not really give a shit about what you guys are. He's just happy that new people are there, and he's gaining money.
Money.
You remind me of
Alright.
this old short dwarf that used to kick my ass in this inn.
Oh, don't even get started with that old lady. That old lady made you her. Yeah. Anyways. I walk up to Sildar.
He asks if there's anything that you guys want to know about.
Where is Gundren?
Gundren is not here.
Well,
Hang on a second.
you don't say.
I have like 5 different windows open up right now.
Gundren's not here. Really? You don't say.
That would have been funny as hell if that's right. You said it.
I like to imagine that he's basically looking at a book and he's just like, I like the way you said it was like he was looking through something, seeing if he was there.
I just
Let
can't
me
find
look. Let me
Waldo,
look
man.
through my leisure. Yeah, he's not here. He didn't check in today.
I'm talking to Sildar, not the dude that's running
I
the
know.
place.
I know.
Don't make me bring out the old lady again. The old lady
Alright.
give you a run for your money.
So, here is... because the thing is that this is not exactly the greatest way to look up information when it comes to running this game.
We are playing on Roll20, by the way, you guys.
All right. So, essentially, what I'm summing up everything that Sildar kind of says to you guys over a nice piece of. He says is that Sildar is here to try to establish order at the town master.
Your mic was kind of
earlier.
The town what?
He's trying to establish order at the town master's hall. And what he's attempting to do is basically try to bring law and order to the town so that it can grow.
Is there not law and order right now?
There is and there isn't. It's sort of like a strange border town that's not really part of anything.
Oh, so like the
And
officials
he
don't
is
really
part-
come out this far?
Yeah, and he's part of a group that kind of helps out with that sort of thing. They help establish law and order, get the town on their feet, and then once they're...
So are there
Basically.
are there like a gang that tries to control this or something?
They do it out of the kindness of their heart type of thing. Like, it's not nefarious or whatnot.
Okay, I thought that you were gonna say, oh, they do it out of kindness, but you know they take 10% off everything.
No,
I would, man.
they're very similar to the group that you guys belong to. Like, in a similar kind of way, where they work for the kingdom, but they're not necessarily part of
So
the
there's
kingdom.
no
You know what I
baddies
mean?
here?
So like an adventurers guild that's
Yeah.
been assigned here.
I'm not talking about who Sildar's with. I'm talking about, is there someone else here? Like you said, there's multiple parties.
Well, the problem is that he is looking for
A what?
for him by the name of Yarno Albrecht.
Yarno Albrecht. Okay, and where
He
can
has
we
no
find
idea
him?
where he is
Oh,
because
great.
Sildar was supposed to meet Albrecht. And there's no one here around while you guys were out doing your thing.
Okay.
However, he says, but more importantly, we do need to find the Rockseeker brothers, specifically Gundren, because Gundren had a map.
Yeah. What about the other two?
And the other two have essentially gone missing. So we have to either find Gundren and get the map and figure out what happened to the brothers, or figure out what happened to the brothers and then get to Gundren.
Well, I'd say
And
that's
it
kind
kinda
of
leaves
ask around
guys.
and see if anyone's seen him.
Okay. The innkeeper kind of overhears your guys' conversation.
Uh-huh. Like most innkeepers do.
And you see him as he's pouring you guys some water and ale. His hand is visibly shaking.
Does he pour me motor oil?
Do you want me to roll a perception or anything to kind of...
Roll me insight.
Okay.
Is he pouring me motor oil?
You can still drink food and wine and everything. You don't really need specific stuff.
I thought it would be more of a perception than an insight. But okay,
Is it alright if I roll it, or does it
You can... Like everybody can roll me a insight check.
Okay.
Shane's not here at the meeting.
Yeah,
It's a B.
I shall roll it for him then.
I got a 19. Damn.
I could be paying attention to something else.
I think I would say that you are really paying attention to what Sildar is saying. Like you're kind of working through your head, first type of thing.
I gotcha.
Let's see.
And he's still crying about the wolf.
Yeah. Nala not paying attention at all. He's
My
just stuffing
wolf
food
is
into his face.
gone! No, he's quite literally crying tears into his beer.
Yeah, and he's just like he's emotionally eating right now. But Zen, you can tell that there is something. This conversation is making our innkeeper friend very nervous and very fearful.
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna say to him, you seem very distraught, sir. And you didn't seem distraught whenever we walked in, so I assume it has something to do with us.
Toblin says, there's and he goes over to the main door, kind of opens it, looks around, and then he locks it.
Are we all the only ones in there?
He sits down with the party. Yeah, you guys are the only ones in the inn right now, but he's still kind of like, he's being really paranoid about what he's about to say.
Alright.
What he says, a group of bandits that have been
Hold on, I think you cut out because
ransacking this town.
Okay.
There are a group of bandits that have been ransacking this town for a few months now, and they have been causing all sorts of hell, and we cannot fight back.
And what are you wanting us to do?
Well, we think that they have something to do with the disappearances of the people that you're looking for, because that's not the one in the night.
Where are these guys at?
He says, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm guessing that somebody around town might know. I try to keep my nose clean of those things. After all, I have a wife, I have a child on the way,
yeah, but you also run
and
this in. You have to have heard something.
He points to the sleeping giant bar.
What is? Okay, so
and he says
bar.
Somebody there might. Yeah, somebody at the sleeping giant might.
I give him 5 gold for his honesty.
He thanks you for your patronage.
I tell the group, I'm like, I'm gonna go and kind of do some recon. I'm gonna kind of look around from afar, since I'm the one that can see the best at night and kind of can move around the best.
I'm gonna tell the I'm gonna tell the what was the barkeeper's name again? Or does he not have a name? The guy who just like told us everything.
His name is the barkeeper, duh.
Chris? Hello?
Alright, I'm back.
Hello.
You rolled a nat 1 on your insight. We said that it was because you're crying about your wolf.
You didn't roll a nat 1.
Or, well, he rolled a 3.
But yeah, what's the barkeeper's name?
The barkeeper is. There is no barkeeper with a name.
Okay,
the only person that we're here with the name is the innkeeper named Toblin Stonehill.
Okay, well, barkeep. He works at a bar. He's technically.
So do you guys want to go to the sleeping giant now, or do you want to go in the morning?
I told them let me do some recon. So like, what I'm gonna do?
Basically, the only reason why I was asking what his name was because I was gonna tell Stonehill that I was gonna like stay here and protect, stay on guard just in case if anyone has happened to overhear our conversation.
Okay. He thanks you. And that's really it. Nala, you are emotionally eating because your your wolfy friend.
This is really good food. Thank you.
I love my doggy.
Can I get some mutton?
Oh, I need some well.
Can I get some Hawaiian rolls?
So what I'm doing, I kind of like make that kind of a path, and then at this building, I kind of like do a little shimmy up between that one and the brown one to get on top and kind of look down. So do you want me to roll a stealth?
Stealth check followed by an athletics check.
Can I do an acrobatics?
Yeah, that one. Is it acrobatics? Yeah, it's acrobatics. Alrighty, so you successfully do all of the things you just said.
So like I'm doing flips and stuff, all stuff alike. I am the ninja.
I would say you're being efficient about it and not really fancy. So
yeah, I am the ninja.
Yeah.
All right, so like I'm kind of looking over here to see. So what do I notice?
You notice that a lot of the town is kind of heading over to the sleeping giant, blowing off steam at the end of a hard day's work. But you kind of see that whenever people leave, there is a dude with a scar on his face, just kind of looking over the townsfolk as they're leaving, and he doesn't have the best intentions for them. You don't need to roll an insight check to see that.
Like what? He's like setting them up for bait so that other people can like rob him?
He's kind of like being, like he's kind of glaring at them type of thing. Like as they're leaving, he's kind of like smoking and he's doing that stereotypical like, kind of look,
Yeah.
And
like the Ivan Drago look?
Yeah, like not doing anything.
I would break you.
Like kind of deal. He's a bigger guy, but he's not like, he's a human. But he's not like a Goliath or anything. He's just a big, burly-looking human dude with a scar on his face.
So, like, since, with my background, I can kind of tell who's sketchy and everything. I'm not picking up how many?
You can see the one, and he kind of... There's another kind of dude that kind of walks over to him from coming up the trail this way, kind of heading in that direction.
Like, from the manor-ish?
Yeah. And he comes down every couple hours... and they kind of converse, and then the dude goes back up the trail while Scarface stands by the
Do I know
door.
how long the rotation is?
It's not really a rotation. Scarface looks like he's there for most of the night.
No, I'm talking about the one dude. He comes down every, like, 3 or 4 hours?
Every, like, 2 to 2.5 hours he shows up. And it looks mostly like the type of conversation that you're used to with your background. You can tell like it's anybody causing trouble, anybody open their mouth kind of thing, and Scarface is over there like, no, not really.
And do I see how many exits? Or ingresses and egresses?
You know that there's a back exit here, and that there's one up front, but this back exit is more like an employee's entrance type of thing.
Okay.
And that's really it.
So, do you think I have, like, a really good understanding of how these guys look?
Yeah.
Like, do they have, like, a garb look to them? Like, it's kind of like just some, like, certain colored cloths and everything?
I will let you know, because I believe that they're wearing a certain kind of leather-ish armor.
Okay.
Doesn't have a symbol, but you can tell that it's a reddish in color.
Okay.
Like it's not a brown; it's like sort of like a darker red leather armor.
Okay. I might have to use my disguise kit. All right, then I guess I head back, and so this is like 4 hours later or so.
Yeah.
And so you said this is like 2 a.m. ish.
I'd say about that, because you guys headed back to the
nightfall
in and around sunset, so yeah, it's about 2 a.m.
Okay. I don't know if they're still up or not. Nala's probably cried himself to sleep.
Sildar is...
Did you say 4 hours? 4 hours have
6.
passed?
6, it would be 6.
Then I'd already have my full rest, considering Warforgers only get a full rest after 4 hours.
I would say that Sildar is sleeping. Stonehill and his wife are also sleeping. Nala, roll me a Constitution check.
With disadvantage.
Nala is slightly inebriated, but he's still up.
I'm not as think you drunk I am.
He's still crying.
Yeah, he's
tears.
just crying
Yeah,
into his
that's what I was
beer and
saying,
then
like,
drinking it. Why is this beer salty?
How much food and ale did Nala consume in his emotional eating? And I'm like, no, he's still going at it.
I'm in a glass
Shoving-
case of
shoving
emotion.
whole, like- what Nala does is essentially he takes like an entire loaf of bread, like closes it and just shoves it down his gullet.
Hump, hump, hump.
Yeah.
I kind of come up to Nala, I pat him on the back, then I smack him across the face and say, "Man up!"
Then he just breaks your fucking neck.
He does the whole Hulk punch me through the wall.
What do you mean, Nala?
He's just crying, says, "Shut up!" as he punches you.
I say,
Fucking wall.
all right, come on, let's get some sleep. We have a long day tomorrow.
All right.
And I like
so-
sleep for the 4 hours since I'm a vampy.
I guess leaving time like this.
I bring my portable fold-out coffin.
Mhm.
I press a button on it, just pops out.
Sprinkle some dirt in there.
Yeah.
You know, make it feel like home.
Portable.
I had some speakers on it, you know, so I can just like close it and it's like soundproof.
Yeah, man. It
It has
got
a mini bar in too.
it got Wi-Fi.
It's actually to a different dimension. It's like a dimension door type of thing. When it shuts, it just teleports me.
So Nala, are you gonna sleep?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nala falls asleep.
He holds the pillows like
for
it's a
fact that
wolf.
Warforged don't need sleep because you've already been 4 hours inactive, so I know Zen's good.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
plugged
basically,
in,
I
he
was
plugged into the fireplace.
Yeah.
And basically, I was just like in the not the living room, bar area, I guess what you would call it. And I'm alert to my surroundings, so if anyone tried to break in, you know.
So I can just imagine Zen standing in a corner, like doing a
No.
robot pose, and then
Meditating.
just like offline.
Meditating state.
And then people are like throwing like hats and like jackets on him. I am not a coat rack. You find 20 gold. I am a coat rack.
I start snoring and it starts to sound like an earthquake rumbling.
So
the
what you're
floors
saying
and all
is
shit.
that you're slumbering in your sleep.
My
Really, the
snoring
only,
shakes the floors.
really, the only reason why Zen's helping is because the barkeep might actually still be a good informant.
I will protect you with my life.
So you guys kind of rest up pretty
Yeah,
well.
so I'm guessing it would be about 6 to 8 a.m. probably?
I'd
Yeah,
be the
about
first one
that.
awake.
Well, you've
Well,
been
no
awake
shit, you were
all night.
already awake.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody kind of gathers themselves together. So what do you guys decide to do?
I kind of bring out a little piece of hide and kind of do a rough sketch of what I saw. I'm like, well, in the front here, there's this guy, I call him Scarface.
Okay.
That hide made me
He said,
think
say hello
about
to my little
Fluffy.
friend Tim a lot.
And then there's this other guard that comes on like it's almost like it's a scheduled rotation every 2 or 3 hours. And then there's a back entrance and a front entrance. The back entrance is for employees. I might be able to bypass through the back at looking like an employee while you guys go through the front.
How about here's a plan? Here's a plan. How about I just bust in and start caving everybody's skull?
Well, I think I saw a wolf though in there, so you might want to be good.
Just immediately starts drinking.
No, he's like, oh, there's a wolf. I'll be good, I promise.
Fluffy! Fluffy!
I'll be good, I promise. There was a wolfie. Anyways, almighty DM, I'll let you continue.
Okay, so you're going to disguise yourself?
Yes, so I have to do
Oh, are we
my
going there right now?
Yeah.
deception.
Oh, I wanted to go to the
Oh, the
Smith.
smithy to get your staff?
Yeah.
I'll say that while they're formulating their plan, you go and do that.
All right.
And I do this
and
with advantage since I have the disguise kit and all that.
However, you are a vampire, which means that you will be in sunlight.
Yes.
I got a disguise kit.
Sunlight doesn't do too much to me with this version. Remember, it's the actual official. Let me look and double check. Let me see.
Mr. DM,
Yes.
can I disguise myself as a gnome?
No. Because you're a fucking Goliath.
Come on, man. I can make myself short. I can walk on my knees.
You'd
You
be
know.
like
Same
regular
size.
human size.
Yeah. Like, dude, you're almost
I can
8
walk
feet
on my
tall.
hands and knees.
You'd be a bear.
Look, I can say that I'm an overgrown. No,
You're
it's
overgrown
What I
something,
can
alright.
say is that you can sort of make yourself look a little more, I would say, official. Like you would look more like an official, like
I can't just say I
town
had a growth
guard
spurt.
or something. Like that's to the extent that you can with your size, I would say.
I can't
But
just
you
say
can't
I
make
have
your,
a
you
growth
can't really
spurt.
make yourself look like another race or anything. You
Come
know.
on, look. I can put on smaller clothes and just say
Putting on
that
smaller clothes does not mean anything other than you don't know how to
That-
wear clothes.
I'm a gnome that had a very big growth spurt.
Where I grew up, they were all gnomes. They told me I was a gnome.
My mama always said it was hell pushing me out.
This is
Oh,
not the
God.
beginning of Buddy the Elf.
Pretty much, that's what you want to do, and that ain't happening.
I know Santa.
But what I can say is that you can try to make yourself look more like I don't want to say royal, but somebody who works for the local military.
Prestige.
Yeah.
If I
I have a
If I
question.
can't make
Sure.
myself a gnome,
Does the
then fuck
metalcore
it.
staff do anything more? Or is it the
What is
same?
your fascination with gnomes? I swear to God.
I would say your staff does 1 more dice of damage, so like instead of what are you, a D6?
Yes, but I'm not using it for any versatile. I mean, I could and just use my feet, but
I would say you're like, since you're switching it out, the staff goes from a D6 to a D8.
alright.
Do with it.
It says nothing about the light.
Okay, so you'll be all right then.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like with your staff, Sky, like the keeper kind of made it, and with like a nice like 2-handed grip if you ever needed to use it.
Alright.
And that's really all he's done to it to make it
Ooh,
usable.
does that mean he
but
has
there's no other
versatile?
properties to it.
Alright.
So
I was just
does-
wondering if like the damage increased or not. That's all I was
Yeah,
asking.
to a D8.
Nice. So
And if
he,
I use it with 2 hands, it's a D10.
nice.
Okay.
So he pretty much has like a versatile longsword, but in a staff form.
Yeah, that's all he really did, because he just mostly asked for a metal pole.
See, this
So-
is what I imagine happened. He took a longsword, right, and like took off the hilt or the crossguard, took off the handle work, tossed it in the fire, pull it back out, and just turned it into a cylinder.
What he really did was that he took some extra metal bits that he had lying around, melted it down into a bar, and then put some nice etching on it for grips, and that's all he really did.
So cheap as hell for him, but expensive for Sky.
He charged you like about 10 gold for it, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Because you're paying for labor, that's all he really... That's kind of what he kind of...
Yeah, so
figured.
like it doesn't really cost that much to make it, but it costs a lot to actually put a lot of effort into it.
Right. And the etching is like it actually, when you grip it, it actually feels like you're holding it firm in your hand. He didn't skimp on that end, you know.
Shane, you all watch the new Take series? Yeah, it's Amazon. It's not. And I'm not trying to promote any of these things that you see in chat. Just to let you know.
No, he is. Don't believe his lies. I'm kidding.
So, Nala, do you want to use that disguise kit and make yourself look a little more official?
I want to look pretty.
I want to look gnome.
You can't look like a gnome, buddy. I can't allow that.
I want to look like a goddamn gnome. No, I don't want to use it then. I don't want to use it then.
Maybe he can make you look like a wolf.
So from
big meanie.
So from my understanding, Hale has successfully disguised himself and is going in the back door.
Yes.
Right? Nala and Zen, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna bust through the front door and say, "Who's ready to get the head smashed?"
God. You're not even gonna get through the front door yet.
I'm going to not go through the front door and stay outside just in case.
The Scarface is outside in the front. Okay. He's not inside. He's outside.
Well, I haven't told you because we're still formulating that plan, remember?
Well, you said he was standing outside.
Last night.
Okay, I'm sorry. From what Hale knows is what I was saying.
Exactly. Last night, Scarface was out there, but it's morning. You guys haven't headed over there just yet.
I'm trying to find a good picture of a bow staff. That's more fantasy.
Doesn't matter right now?
Yes.
Alright, anyways.
I know it doesn't matter, but it's just...
Alright. So, Hale, give me a stealth check to get in that back door. Alright. You obviously know that only a handful of people work there.
Yeah.
But you kind of keep your head down and you slip in while the deliveries are being made. Nobody really notices you.
Yeah. I kind of go to the dishwashing area.
Yeah. You're kind of pulling a couple of hitman moves. Yeah. You know what I mean? Trying to not make eye contact with everybody.
I hide in the cabinets with have the little slits.
Mm-hmm. You do overhear some of the staff talking, and you're only able to get bits and pieces of it unless you roll me a perception check.
Oh, a perception?
Yes. Okay. You overhear two names.
Okay.
Glassstaff and the Black Spider. And when they say it, they're kind of like...
Hush, hush.
Yeah, type of thing. And that's all you're really able to gather. So while you're doing that, Nala.
Yo.
You gonna bust in that front door?
Hell yeah.
So as you're going into
during
the front
this point, I'm hiding inside one of the things.
Yeah. I would say, Nala, as you're walking up to the front door of the Sleeping Giant, you notice that there's not anybody there, but the door is kind of slightly ajar. So do you still want to kick that shit open like a SWAT cop and just bust in, or do you want to just open the door? What do you decide to do?
I want to kick it open and bust in and be like, who's ready to get this skull smashed?
I'm going to distance myself as possible from him for the sake of stealthing.
I figured you were kind of like a couple of,
I'm guessing you're over here picking stuff out this tree.
And then after that,
I'm just outside of the place. Just
after I say that, I'm gonna do a roar cry like.
Nala, give me a just for the hell of it strength check, because the door's open. I want to see what happens to the door when it opens.
Not once it breaks fucking knee. Oh.
This door explodes off the hinges.
So does it turn into a flying thing and hit someone?
Let me roll. And see if it does.
You're gonna kill a kid.
Oh my! Why would a kid be in a bar?
Maybe their parents own it.
Really,
okay.
Man? And it's back in that day to where kids they didn't really give a shit.
So when you kicked this door open, there were a couple of guys standing on the other side of this
God.
door, and they just boom, instantly dead.
What?
From this kick.
Oh my God!
Were they innocent or not?
You notice that they were wearing sort of like a reddish leather armor, and there are a few people in this bar wearing that type of thing.
At this moment, Hale's kind of face palming inside the thing, like, damn it, Nala!
Give me an insight check, Nala.
Can I is there like a window out in front? Like, can I see through the window?
You can clearly see Nala has killed 2 men just by.
No, I just want to see the men, and I want to roll a history check.
Me didn't mean.
History check to see if I can tell where
to
those men
kill.
came from.
Like, what I'm imagining is, like, there's pieces of this door inside of them.
That is
Pretty
by
much.
far the best roll and worst roll I could have ever have gotten.
So, Zen, through your travels, you know that that kind of armor is usually armor that's been left out in the sun a little too long, and that type of armor is super cheap, and bandits usually wear super cheap armor.
Okay, so they're not like a royal guard. Or like
No,
people.
you
Okay, thank
you
God.
kind of were like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that, you know, like
I
those.
gotta-
Like
Then
you
I
can
would've
tell
known
from the
that
armor
too,
that they're
then,
wearing that
probably.
those are bandits.
Guys, I just got a random call from Tennessee. I'm gonna give out their phone number.
No, you're not.
Alright.
Hale.
But it was a random phone number from Tennessee. I wasn't planning on it
Due
either.
to your roguish background, you know that these guys are not good people. Just based off of the way that they were acting and everything like that, you don't need to roll anything to know that. Now, these guys are not.
So, do we have
Are
a
not.
map to see, like, where we all are
What is
placed?
my? What did you want me to roll insight for?
To see if you can tell if these guys are innocent or not.
So I know they
And
ain't
you
innocent.
know that they are not innocent. You know that they are not innocent people.
I look. Okay. They ain't innocent. All right. Cool.
Do you have a map for this?
I do not, and I'd rather not have a map for it.
Okay. I'm just trying to, like, pick. Alright, so...
Just picture in your mind.
I'm in a cubby hole. I'm in a thing, and there's 2 people outside to the left of me, right?
Yeah, and they are like, what the fuck is going on in that bar right now?
Alright,
And they
so here I am.
kind of like scuttle in, and then they see a Goliath standing over 2 dead people underneath a door, and he's letting out a war cry right now.
There's a door.
Mhm.
Here's a door. Well, here's the door now. Dead people. Nala. The bar. Me. 2 people. I'm guessing a couple more people like that.
Yeah, there's some. There are a few guys. Oh, I have green. Why do I?
No,
That
that
looks
was
terrible
oh,
on a green background. No, me. I'm
Oh.
like white.
yeah, green on green, best thing ever.
Yeah. So there's some like a few guys here, just sitting at the bar, and then there are a couple of guys here at the table.
Then Zen's outside, just looking through
And
the
Zen's
window.
outside.
Zen's
just
like over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Actually, I just put a red dot like right where it was.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't even see it.
So yeah, that is what is happening right now.
So I guess I'd kind of pop out and throw 2 daggers into the dude's throats right over here. Just going right for him.
Hmm.
So that would be a sneak attack, correct?
It would be.
Yes.
So
So that means I have an advantage.
okay. Roll me a perception check.
Oh God.
You kill Scarface.
Yes. Oh, that's probably not the best
Yeah,
idea.
you didn't mean to probably, but
Hey.
Is there a window right here?
I would say yes. There is indeed a window.
All right,
And
I
you see
So
just-
did I kill the other one or?
You kill the 3 at the bar because those are the guys you're
Oh
closest to,
God.
but not the 2 sitting at the table in the corner. And the guys at the corner, one is a blonde-haired elf, and he's squinting at what's going on, and the other is a short-looking human with a beard and is very plump. human is wearing a dark
You're
overcoat over
next,
his
Fatty!
armor, and the elf is wearing a beanie over his blonde hair.
All right. So what
Alright.
what I wanted to
Hold on.
happen, like
I
when I
wanted to-
jump. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask if I could roll perception to see, like, to distinguish these two.
Nope.
See if these guys were enemies or not. But obviously, with that, I doubt I could.
So like when I bust out, I throw 2 daggers in the one guy's, and then like with Scarface, I literally just come over and just rip his throat out.
Pretty much.
So I'm bathed in blood.
The reason why I was asking if there was a window was because I was going to like do a running action like towards this way, and then just basically use my pole as a thing to then spin around and kick this guy right out into the floor through the window.
What you guys see,
But I don't know if he's an enemy or not, so I'm not going to do that.
if you want to click this link, this is the face that these guys make when all of this is going down.
I know who those two are. I forget their name. Silent Bob is one of them. But I
Jay
forget
and
the other
Silent
one.
Bob.
So the elf
You're
kind of
making
like
them
stands
Chase.
up with his hands up in the air. He's like, "Yo, whoa, hang on, what? We didn't sign up for this shit." And the human does the same thing. Like he's just looking around, not saying anything. Like they are obviously freaked the fuck out.
Okay, so good thing I didn't like do that because
So if I offer them some hemp, will they be cool with me?
They go, "Hey, look, man, we just signed this up for this shit because we didn't want to be dealing drugs anymore. If we knew that motherfuckers were going to get stabbed in the throat and get doors kicked in on them, we wouldn't have signed up for this shit. So, I'll tell you what, we'll tell you what you guys want to know, and we're going to get right the fuck on out of here. How's that sound?"
That
and
sounds.
then I just bust through the window and I say, "Okay."
And the elf goes, "What the fuck is this machine?
And now you have RoboCop.
What's going on here? What the hell is going on right now?"
I start jumping up and down on the door that I just.
And
What are
there's
you
blood
trying
like
to
gushing.
Does an eyeball like come popping right the fuck out and hit
God.
someone?
So Jay and Silent Bob are trying to figure out what the hell is going on here, and you see Silent Bob just trying to get his armor off from underneath his coat. Like he's trying not to take off his coat, but take off his armor at the same time, and he's just furiously like, just don't. He has that look of, "I don't want to be here. I just want to get out of here." Just like, "Go home."
The whole
Type of
fuck
thing.
this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, and Jay is just there with his hands just in the air, like waiting for you guys to chill the fuck out. Type.
I
of
mean,
thing.
I'm already chill. I just busted through the window and said, "Okay," and I'm already like heading over there and about to ask them a question.
I say yes. Tell us what you know, and you may live with your life.
Pretty much, that's what I was going to ask
I'm
while I was
gonna
walking over there.
Take it
Um,
alive,
continue
you'll
to
come
jump.
with me.
On the door.
So, Silent Bob just throws his armor on the ground, and then he reaches inside of his pocket and hands a joint to both him and, like, he takes a joint and he hands Jay a joint, and they both light up, right?
Yeah.
Jay takes a long puff, and he's like, "All right, here's what we know." And I'm just gonna read this verbatim.
Okay.
The leader of the Red Brands is a human wizard known as Glassstaff.
I'm guessing they are the Red Brands.
Yes. So named because his magic staff is made of glass. His chambers are in the western end of the stronghold in Trenzendar Manor. Okay.
Okay.
There is a mysterious figure called the Black Spider that has hired the Red Brands to frighten off adventurers and intimidate the locals for some unknown reason. The Black Spider has sent bugbears to reinforce the Red Brands and provide extra muscle. Silent Bob looks at Jay and just kind of makes a gesture towards his eye, and Jay goes, "Oh yeah. The lower part of the complex is guarded by a hideous eye monster.
Oh God.
And the Red Brands have a handful of captives in a holding area, quote unquote, near the old crypts, and they're guarded by skeletons."
I'm gonna ask if they have like a map of the layout because since they did work for them, I assume they gave them a map.
Or they can recall something.
Do you
They-
expect these two to recall anything?
Yeah, and they go, if we were there, we'd show you, but we don't want to be there because you said you let us go.
All right, now I have one question for you. Is the
Go
only
for
way to get into the manor through the main entrance, or is there anything else possibly?
He says the only entrance they showed us was the main one, but hey, we'll give you the password to get in and start wrecking shit like your buddy over there just did.
Yeah,
Me
Wreck-It Ralph
wanna
over there
kill.
is not happy. He lost his wolf the other day.
I was told there was wolf in here. Ah!
I bend down and apologize for the
Mhm.
terrifying experience they just went
I'm
through.
guessing at that point, since there's no wolf, you're like grabbing one of the dead bodies and like slamming it around.
Yeah.
Jay goes, hey man, I remember when I lost my dog when I was a kid. I know exactly how you feel, bro.
He was stabbed to death.
Me coming for you.
Well, it wasn't really.
Get out of
it
that
was a
window now.
wolf.
Go.
Silent Bob just deftly ducks through the thing while Jay is kind of like gingerly stepping over all the glass and trying not to cut himself.
Jay
they
and
just
Silent
get the
Bob are in
fuck
his house.
Yeah. They just peace out and just get out.
They got out while the getting was good.
Yeah.
So I say, well, I guess we can chill out here for a little bit, see if anyone else comes down from the manor. We'll
okay.
So we I kind of say, hey, Nala, do you think you can try to put back the door?
I think it's fucked.
Okay. Well, let's just set up a trap. So, like, I'm standing over here by this entrance, then, like, you know, someone else will be at the back entrance, and we'll wait.
How long are you guys gonna wait?
Well, since guide rotations were like 2 or 3 hours, I'd say 2 or 3, maybe 4.
Okay. Nothing really happens in the time that you guys are waiting.
Well, shit.
Even the barkeep just kind of looks at you guys, and he kind of wipes his hands, and he's like, "I'm just gonna go back to my room upstairs." And
Fuck
he just
this shit,
fucks
I'm
off.
out.
Yeah, he
He's
just
like-
leaves. He's
Like,
like,
by the way, we've cleaned up the bodies.
I was about to
I
say,
figured.
I was gonna ask him, why the fuck are you looking at me like that? Do you want to die?
Yeah, he just does the I'm out. I'm just going.
Yeah,
I
he throws his
hand
hands up
him-
in the air, just like,
Yeah.
I hand him 20 gold and I say, I'm sorry that this happened like this, but we had to get this done.
He takes the gold and he's like, "Look, just get the fucking red brands out of this place." And he just goes back upstairs. He just walks upstairs, like, just get them out of here.
I guess we start heading out. I'm still dressed up as a red brand.
Okay.
Can I drag all the bodies with me to the town center?
Oh,
And then,
God.
like-
oh wait, can I take one of like either? Can I take Jay's outfit since I
And-
assume he threw it on the ground too?
In
Silent
time-
Bob threw his outfit down, but Jay ran off with his.
All right,
Uh,
can I take Jay's then?
You mean
I
Silent
mean,
Bob?
yeah, Silent Bob.
You can take Silent Bob's outfit, yeah. It's
Alright.
just normal leather armor.
All right, because I'm just gonna use it as a disguise mechanism.
I want to drag all their bodies to the town center and like tie 'em to a post or something.
Shane, can I ask you something? What's your alignment?
Nope.
Chaotic
giving alignments.
neutral.
Nope.
You don't.
You did not hear that.
You're not allowed to know other people's alignments.
Oh,
Not even out of game.
No.
Not even out of game.
Alright.
Because then what happens is that everybody says that's not how you play your alignment, and then
Oh
everybody
no, I was just like,
starts.
I was gonna let him do what the fuck he wants. I'm just out of curiosity.
Nope, nobody knows each other's alignments.
We're doing the secret Hitler style.
Yes. Nala, I can allow you to do that, but then everybody's looking at you really fearfully, more like you're gonna kill the rest of these guys, right? Like you're not just gonna walk away after this. Like you're gonna kill everybody in that place.
I want to head over to the town master's hall.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll kill everybody in the city. Yeah.
No, bad guys.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Kill all the bad guys in the city.
Oh yeah, Yeah, that's how we
So-
thought you meant.
The town master is currently sweating bullets because everything that you guys were doing, your buddy Sildar was basically interrogating the town master, who is known as Harbin Wester, who is a human male.
Soldar, what did you do to this guy?
Sildar looks over at you guys and he says, "Advanced technique," and then looks down at the town master.
So is he sitting in like a chair tied up?
Yeah.
I want to roll insight, see if I can actually.
So- I want to walk up to him
Mhm.
and
Alright.
I kind of flash my fangs and I say, "You should really tell us what we want to know, or things might not
Are we
turn out the
inside-
way you want."
Are we inside the building right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I pick him up, drag him to a window, and point at the bodies that just tied up.
No. Hold on, Shane.
He repeats everything that Jay and Silent Bob told you guys, with the caveat of the wizard that Sildar was looking for that went missing. He was also investigating the red brands, and he went missing due to that. So the red brands are tied to the missing wizard's disappearance.
Are you sure
So-
that's all you want to know? And I kind of, I take one of my fingers and kind of like press it right on like a pressure point a little bit.
The man immediately pisses himself, and he says, "That's all I know."
So-
Zen's not even in the same room. I wouldn't
So
know
this dude's crooked. He's like bad.
So
He-
what are you gonna do for us if we get these guys out of here for you?
He says, "I can do whatever I can. This is a small town, but I I don't want to do this anymore." And he goes into a big spiel about how he was tricked. He thought they were a mercenary guild, but then they started strong-arming everybody, and it got out of control, and the usual normal bullshit that you guys have heard before.
So he let this shit happen.
Yeah. Okay, we
I
understand that
take
you
his
are.
hand, I take his hand, I put it on a piece of board, and then I slam my hammer on his hand.
No, like slam it right next to it to make him scared even more and piss himself.
Well, Nala, what are you going to do? Are you going to intimidate him, or are you going to break his hand?
I'm going to break his hand just
Oh.
as a punishment. As a punishment for him. letting this happen.
Sildar sees you take his hand, and he just kind of goes, "I think he gets the message, big guy."
He needs to be punished.
He's already been punished enough.
Easy there, Nala. Just take a deep breath.
it would be hilarious if I busted in and said, "He has your wolf. Break it." I'm not gonna do that though.
Yes,
That'd be
I know
hilarious,
that
though.
you say you're a small, but I know that you this place profits off their minds. So, how about this? If we take care of your pest problem, we get rewarded for it.
Fair enough. And he says he'll offer everybody 100 gold if they completely wipe out the red brands.
I want to be mayor.
No.
Hey, if I wipe them out, I get to be mayor.
No.
Wester is looking at you guys and is like, "What the hell? And he just goes, "Fine, whatever. Just please, can we just not
Also,
do this right
I'll be right
now?"
back.
Send a raven to this to these people. Let them know they need to set someone up here to keep an eye on you guys after we're done.
So it's a deal. Well, I get to be.
By the way, that's to my
mayor.
people. That's to my vampire people.
I figured. What Sildar says is that he will make sure that the message gets through. He's going to stay in the town and assure everybody that everything's going to be taken care of. He's going to be doing all the damage control while you guys go take care of the red brands.
All right, I say let's scout out the area, see what's going on. Let's ask.
Is there any more red brands in the city? I asked.
Wester says, as far as he knows, they only come out at night, and the ones that would be out in the city during the day were at the bar.
I want to
And
go. Oh, sorry.
He kind of gestures to his head and is like, and I think you've already taken care of them.
All right.
I want to go over to the Outer Leaf Farm and ask if whoever, see if anyone's over there.
To the farm?
Yeah.
How would I go about making like a public announcement beside the dead bodies?
Probably go over the shrine.
I say build a pile of sticks, drag the bodies onto the pile of sticks.
Do a bonfire?
Like
No, stop.
Look! I already tied him to a post. I want to do it beside it. I just want to say that.
Oh, burn them at a stake? Okay.
No, I was saying that I basically just to yell out or tell
Y'all are
the public
horrible.
that I am coming
I'm not doing it.
for the red brands. So if there's any here, they should turn themselves in now, unless they want to end up like these guys.
So while Nala is doing his inquisition, Hale, you head over to the farm?
Yeah.
Okay. Over at the farm, you see a 45-year-old female halfling, just kind of looking over the trees, picking a couple of apples, opening them up, seeing if they were ripe enough. And she notices your presence. And she says, "Oh, you guys are those adventurers that saved that one human, didn't you?"
Yeah.
Murdered several others.
I am along with him. Yes. My name's Hale, and what is yours?
She says her name is Colleen Alderleaf.
Colleen. Okay. Are you the owner of this area?
She says, "I am the owner of Alderleaf Farm. It's been in the family for some time now."
And I'm guessing you own this with your husband then?
She says, "My late husband."
Oh, late husband.
So you fucking murdered him just to take the farm. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Well, I am very sorry to hear that. The reason why I'm here is because I'm wondering if you have seen anything sketchy out here on this side of town.
She takes a ripe apple, and starts skinning it with her blade, as she tells you the story of her son, Carp.
Magic card?
And I will read it verbatim.
Exposition!
Colleen's son, Carp, is a spirited and precocious halfling lad of 10 years. He is enchanted by the idea of being an adventurer, and says that he was playing in the woods near Trenzendar Manor when he found a secret tunnel in a thicket. A couple of big, ugly bandits came out of the tunnel when he was there and met with a pair of red brands. They didn't see him, but it was close. Carp thinks that the bandits have a secret lair under the old manor house. She says that she can point out to where the tunnel is, but she will not allow her son to lead you guys to it.
Oh, that's fine. I don't want to get him hurt. I want to help you.
She says, "All I need you to do is to take care of these bandits and take care of whatever's in that manor. Because if they hurt my kid, they're going to have to deal with something a hell of a lot more than just a halfling elf farmer. Apple farmer, excuse me."
Still a farmer.
I promise you that I will not let anything happen to you, to your son.
And she takes a bite of her apple, and she says, "Very well." And she gives you directions to the underground tunnel.
Awesome. And I promise you I'll come back and check up on you from time to time.
That's fine with me. So, Nala.
At the end of it, I also say, do not take these bodies down. You will leave them up here.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go to the blacksmith.
She looks at Nala and then just takes another bite of her apple and just gives you that look of, what the fuck? Why would I take bodies?
Oh no, I'm saying I was telling that to the town.
Oh, you're still over there doing your Inquisition
Yeah.
today,
Yeah.
catching up with everybody.
So where's
Dude,
this
I
at? Like over
blacksmith.
here or something?
I go to the blacksmith.
Mhm.
Okay.
What do you do over at the smithy, Zen?
I want to ask him like if he made weapons for the. I'm not gonna like say bandits, but well, what
the
did
red
the
brands.
Red
yeah,
Brand.
the red brands. So, like, I'll just say that. But if he has made the weapons for the red brands, like if
He shakes his head. No. I'd never. One of the reasons why I don't have much stuff here is because they ran off all my business because I refused to do anything for them. You can roll an
So-
insight.
Okay. Inside.
He is indeed telling the truth.
So like he doesn't like the red brands.
No, he hates them. From what you can tell, that there is sort of a underlying reason why he hates them, but not directly related.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell him that me and my party have recently. Well, I'm going to actually make sure that like no one's around. First off, like, obviously, so I'll roll perception first.
Mm-hmm.
Perception. That's performance. That's better, but not much better. Is anyone like outside or inside the store?
No, it seems to be more of like an open area type of store where you just kind of walk up to him and he's like, "Hey, I need this," and he's like, "Okay, I'll go fill out an order form," type thing.
Hey!
So
and-
basically a stone stove with a canopy over it.
Pretty much, yeah.
All
And a nice little house next to it,
Then
and everybody is at the fucking funeral pyre
Okay, so no one's around
in the
here. then.
middle of town, so nobody's there right now.
Are they
Alright, then
cheering and are they happy?
They're freaked out right now because they think the Red Brands are about to come and take care of the rest of the town because you just wiped out most of them in the Sleeping Giant.
All right, then I'm gonna tell the smithy that me and my party are planning on to get ridding the red brands of the city. If
mhm.
there's anything that you could provide us with that would assist us in this little fight, and even something small, it would be greatly appreciated. If not, then that's fine too.
He says that he doesn't have anything really outside of his blacksmithing tools. He said, however, you guys are welcome to give me anything you need to be made, and I will make it for free. But it will take time.
All right.
So if you want like those spiked brass knuckles that you want, he says, I'll start working on them today, and I'll send you a note letting you know when they're finished.
All right.
And no charge.
I ask him what's his name and exchange my name with his.
He just smiles and he says, "My name is Smith."
He doesn't have a name, does he?
His name is actually Smith.
John
And there is nobody here for the guy that you're talking to on this big ass character sheet that I'm looking at.
Do you see my area of view that I'm looking at?
After that, I'm all like, all that being said, does anybody want to turn themselves in? I promise I won't smash your fucking skull in.
Like, I feel like you've been on like a really big rant, and like we were not there to notice it.
And like talked about his wolf. Like I came into this
And then
town.
I missed my wolf.
He cuts,
Like he just shows pictures.
in wrestling, what Nala did was cut a 15-minute promo that went all over the place, and now it's insane. And so everybody is just shaking their head like, "No, we're not Red Brands, Mr. Crazy Big."
Are you sure you're not? You look red.
And they're just like, "No, we're not Red Brands. Are you gonna kill? What are you gonna do? Why are you here?" Type of thing.
I'm gonna kill these motherfuckers like I did. You see him? He's a fucking pancake.
So, Nala and his glorious Inquisition, nobody's a red brand in town.
Also,
Good job, Nala.
also, I know I ain't at the blacksmith, but how much would it cost to put like a spikes on both sides of my hammers?
Oh God.
You would
Oh,
have
my
to lose your hammer for a day, and because you're helping take care of the red brands, he'll do it for free. But you cannot have your hammer for about a day.
What
The
does
Lion
he
Shield
got any
Coster will-
weapon that?
The Lion
Would
Shield
that-
Coster has weapons.
Yeah, the
Plus,
Lion
she's
Shield-
not buying it for him.
Yeah, the Lion Shield Coster
I'll
has
say
weapons.
or Zen can buy it for him.
What
I'm
the
not buying
smithy
it for
can
him,
do, what the smithy can do is like modify your weapons slightly to the best of his ability, but he can't do anything fancy.
So like he's putting on like some brackets to like attach him to it, and then like
Yeah,
superheats
like he can
them onto
reinforce.
it.
Yeah, like he can reinforce armor. He can like put barbs on certain things, what have you. But he can't. But he doesn't sell weapons. If you
Right.
want to buy it, you have to go to the Lion Shield to do that.
doesn't
Barthens
have,
might
like-
have something.
Nah, it's all good. I'll keep it.
So during my stakeout, have I found anything yet?
You do notice that there was some movement out in the woods, and they're in that general direction of where Alderleaf was telling you where that secret tunnel was.
So kind of like over here.
Yeah, about that area,
area.
like in the heavily wooded area. Yeah. So, gentlemen, I know it's an early call, but I'm gonna have to call it tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's
But you guys have made a lot of headway.
Yeah.
And we pick up next time for our wonderful viewers. Next week, we shall see what happens and figure out what exactly this one-eyed monster is in Trensendar Manor.
All right, everyone. So I hope you liked the video. I did. I love this stuff, and there will be more of this, and this is the continuation of this. If you like it, send a put a like, subscribe, share, comment. Tell me I'm doing horrible. I should have stabbed someone more. Tell me I'm doing great. Doesn't matter, because I want your feedback. As always, have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.